Hello, and welcome to our 23rd annual Strictly Business celebration. My name is Debbie Bello, and I'm the Director of Admissions at JEVS Orleans Technical College. You know, most days I'm usually greeting prospective students. But today, I have been given the honor to welcome you and to thank you for joining us today for this most wonderful event. Do you know that this is the first time that we have ever broadcasted live this event? And it's being held here at Orleans Technical College. We are excited to be here at Orleans Tech today because this campus is at the heart of our programs to train job seekers for great jobs in the building trades and in healthcare. Many of you probably know that this building is home to some of our programs for young adults who want to finish their high school diploma and build job skills. It is also a hub of employment and English language services for refugees and asylees. It is true that our lives have been changed by the pandemic, but we have neighbors in our region for whom the impact has been greater and for whom the challenges to rebound will be even more acute. At JEVS Human Services, we are focusing our energy and our resources on doing just that, helping our neighbors rebound and recover. The great news is that JEVS is open for business here and across the region. Our school is open, and demand for our skills training and employment services have never been higher. Despite all the challenges, we're still here. And we're still making hope happen. Today's event is all about hope and inspiration and getting back to business, strictly business. You'll meet some inspiring individuals who found new rewarding careers thanks to some help from us. You'll hear from Jay Spectre, our remarkable CEO, on his last Strictly Business as our Commander-in-Chief. Plus, some other wonderful surprises. So put your phone on mute, turn off those emails, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Let's get started. Hello again. I'm here in one of our trade shops where students are learning building maintenance. It is so exciting to have you with us today, live at Orleans Tech. Oh, the past 18 months have been anything but strictly business. Most of you know that JEVS Human Services has been helping people back to work since 1941. And today, despite the overwhelming challenges in our community, JEVS is still helping to get people back to work. Although we aren't physically together, I think you'll be inspired by this year's honorees, Melissa and Ashton. By the end of our time together, I'll bet you'll feel just a little more hopeful. After all, can't we all use a little hope these days? It is now my pleasure to introduce to you Miss Lisa Washington. Lisa joined the JEVS Board of Directors in 2011, serving as governance chair before her election as chair last year. In addition to JEVS, she devotes time to several other local nonprofits. Lisa is Senior Vice President and Chief Legal Officer of WSFS Bank, or known as WSFS Bank. Let's hear from Lisa.
As I delivered my remarks at our virtual Strictly Business last year, I hoped, like many of us, that this year would find us in person, celebrating the accomplishments of our remarkable clients and our employer partners. While we couldn't make that happen, and we are virtual again, we wanted to give you a glimpse of how JEVS is helping to get people back to work. And the best place to do that is to welcome you to Orleans Technical College, the hub of our amazing education and training programs. Here in this building, and all across the greater Philadelphia community, we have not stopped in doing our work to help the most impacted by the COVID crisis to get back on their feet. From providing access to essential technology tools, to connecting our clients to critical supports and services, to reskilling those in pandemic-affected jobs, JEVS is a vital resource as we rebound and recover. and helping individuals to restart their lives is in our DNA. I'm joining you from our Center for New Americans, located within this training hub, where we provide job counseling and English language services to refugees arriving in Philadelphia. For 80 years, JEVS has been doing this work, beginning with Jewish refugees fleeing Nazi Germany, and today supporting individuals from more than 40 countries across the globe. We help refugees to find meaningful opportunities for employment and support them in making their own American dreams come true. That's what JEVS was about when we were founded in 1941, and that is what we are about today, helping individuals and families by providing access to opportunity and turning dreams into a reality. Speaking of JEVS legacy, today I want to make special mention of Jay Spectre, our president and CEO, and recognize him today on his last Strictly Business event in his current role. While we have some time before we say an official goodbye to Jay, this annual event is near to Jay's heart. I think that's because it celebrates the sense of hope and opportunity he has worked so hard to cultivate during his 40-plus years at JEVS. He is an inspiration and visionary leader to JEVS employees, volunteers like me, and, most importantly, those we serve. Thank you, Jay. Of course, we could not cultivate opportunity and hope without your support, the support of our generous donors. We are incredibly grateful to Odell Studner and Aetna for their leadership roles as our event sponsors. I also want to recognize our networker sponsors, Acme Corrugated Box Company, Aloysius Butler and Clark, Bob and Mindy Cohen, Emerald Business Supply, and the Peter and Wendy Fund. We are so grateful for your investment in our mission. The added benefit of a virtual event is an opportunity to extend our reach. I invite those of you who are new to JEVS to learn more and join us in our work. There are so many ways for you to help, beginning with your financial support. We are able to do what we do because of the generosity of people like you. Thank you to those of you who have purchased tickets and sponsorships to today's event. And if you are feeling really inspired, please feel free to give more during this program. You can also subscribe to our podcast, Where Policy Meets People, sign up for our newsletter, and follow us on social media to see our work in action. We encourage you to volunteer with JEVS. We are seeking diverse, skilled individuals to further our work, including sharing your skills with our clients and serving as a mentor in our 3 Cups of Coffee mentoring program. Join us in helping to make hope happen throughout our community. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Tamika Gary, Employment Specialist at JEVS Orleans Technical College. After a 30-year career in retail and hospitality, Melissa Elchek was ready to make a big career change. With a passion for the trades, she was ready to turn her side hustle into her vocation and into a career that comes with the stability to withstand a pandemic. Melissa completed her diploma right here at Orleans Technical College. Today, she's blazing a trail for other women and midlife career changers in the demand field of HVAC. You go, girl. This Inspiration Award is sponsored by Acme Corrugated Box Company. Let's meet the marvelous Melissa.
My name is Melissa Elchek, and I am 47 years old.
Every time I see something new, I want to learn more. So I absolutely love this. Even when it's bad, it's good.
I grew up at Ron and the Boulevard, Ronhurst section of Philadelphia, and I had a good childhood, but my parents didn't get along. They tried, though. I think they stayed together for us. You know what I mean? I went to high school at Northeast High School in Philadelphia. I loved it. I stayed busy. I had the typical boyfriend throughout high school, but I did leave home early. My full plan was to go to college, but because of my family and me leaving, it kind of changed things up and it just became survival. And that's the mode I was stuck in for a while.
At 17, Melissa found herself living alone in an apartment in Kensington and working any job she could to put food on the table and keep a roof over her head.
I started out at Kmart at Aramingo in Westmoreland, and it was extremely busy, so working was nonstop. After that, I got into cooking, and I cooked for years, a long time, and started a family, I have 4 girls, and they're all awesome. They're all amazing. My oldest is Alexis. My second daughter is Veda. My third daughter is Bobby Jolie. And my youngest is Melissa Jr., because I gave up trying to come up with names.
Melissa focused on raising her children, all the while working in kitchens and moonlighting with a contractor business owned by a family friend, which eventually led Melissa to a life-changing epiphany.
So I was cooking and doing construction, and I really liked it. Making things beautiful, fixing things, all that kind of stuff, and learning from them. So it just popped in my head one day. I'm going to Orleans. I've known about Orleans. It used to be around the corner from my house when I was younger, so it was just the obvious thing to do, and just go full speed ahead. And that's what I did. And I loved it as much as I thought I would. I loved everybody there. When you walk in the building, you can feel the energy there. It's amazing. It's almost magical.
Melissa graduated from Orleans Tech in 2018 with her HVAC certification, and in short order was climbing the ranks as a technician at Christian Heating and Air Conditioning.
I've been there over 2 years. It's commercial and residential, and they really do keep like a family atmosphere. So I absolutely love it. HVAC is definitely more fulfilling for me. I get a lot of feedback because I make a lot of people happy. My brain likes it. My body likes the exercise. So yeah, I'm like on top of the world right now. The last year with COVID, working in restaurants, I would have been destroyed. Thank God I thought of this when I did. Wow, I'm glad I changed my mind. And a lot of times we call customers and they'll tell me, oh, tell the guy to park in the driveway, or tell the guy to come in the garage door. And then I show up and they're like, oh, wow. Or you go, girl, or yay, women, stuff like that. Yeah. Or how cool is this? Like when I started out, I felt like I was just doing this for me, but now I see and hear from people, and I'm proud of being a woman doing this, and that's because of them. It feels good, and hopefully we can get some more women out there. I feel like they see, if she can do it, maybe I can do it too. And I'm like, yes, you can.
Good afternoon. My name is Bob Cohen, and I'm the president of Acme Corrugated Box Company. I've been associated with JEVS for over 25 years. Today, I am pleased to present this year's JEVS Strictly Business Inspiration Award to Melissa Elchek. Your perseverance and determination are truly an inspiration to all of us. In addition to this award, and on behalf of the JEVS Foundation, I would like to present you with a special gift that we hope will help you reach your next goals. Congratulations.
Thank you, Bob.
Here's your gift.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Do you want to say anything?
Thank you, JEVS. Thank you, Tamika. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Ed. Let's get out here and work. It's time. It's not that hard. We can do this. Anybody can do this. If I can do it, you can do it. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Sylvia Ocasio. I have been at JEVS for 29 years. I am the manager of Project WOW, a program that supports young adults to complete their high school diploma and build job skills in the trades. I am coming to you from one of our technology classrooms on the Orleans Tech campus. I know firsthand how important this program is, how much these youth need the supports we provide. I am a teacher, a caregiver, an adopted mom, and an aunt to these kids. I am not a fundraiser, and that's not what I do. I'm joining you today not asking for myself, but for these young people. We cannot do what we must do without your help. It is tough to be a young person today, and the pandemic has made it even tougher for many. The young people come in looking for an opportunity. They come in looking for a second chance. They know and understand that this may be the last opportunity that they have to obtain their high school diploma and to obtain skills that will enable them to find employment and be productive. They quickly learn that the staff at Project WOW will provide all of the tools that they need so that they can be productive, including transportation, a laptop for their educational needs, and whenever there's a need to even provide them with diapers and food, whatever the case may be, we go beyond so that they can have everything that they need so that they can complete their education successfully. How can you help? It's really very simple, and it involves our cell phones. You may remember this from the past few years, but now is all of our chance to help make a difference in the lives of these youth and their families. Take out your cell phone and send a text message to 76278, 76278, and then write in the message line, JEVS 21. You will receive a prompt, type in your name, and type give and an amount. Please know, whatever you give is wonderful and will make a difference to the work of JEVS Human Services. There are hundreds of people watching this right now. Can you imagine if each and every one of us made a gift? Think of how much we could raise. Think of how together we could help to support the youth in Project WOW and the thousands of participants that JEVS serves. There is nothing more important that we can do together. My favorite time of the year is graduation day, when families come together to celebrate the young adults' accomplishments. In today's world, I cannot think of a better investment than in the work of JEVS. Can you? From the bottom of my heart, I thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Suleiman Fall, Director of Employment Service at JEVS Human Services. For 80 years, connecting job seekers with employers has been at the heart of our mission. Through our skills training programs, job readiness, job placement, and customized training, we work with employers in many ways to connect them with the workforce talent they need to grow their businesses. The past 18 months have been a struggle for all of us. Many of our employer partners paused their hiring due to temporary closures. Others put training on hold due to uncertainty about their workforce needs. We recognize that our employer partners' needs were changing due to the pandemic. At the same time, we needed to be there for our clients who were facing their own challenges, often more than just the need to find a job. We set out to meet these needs and got so much more in return. We work as partners with the business community to provide resources and roundtable sessions to help companies address challenges of COVID and other important topics like diversity, equity, and inclusion. 131 employers have joined us for this session so far. Building these connections and forging this partnership is not just about hiring. We know that the corporate community wanted to do good and has the resources to do so. We know we have the clients who need so much. Thanks to the leadership of our volunteer coordinator, Renee Shipley, we engage our corporate partners in volunteer activities, some in person, some virtual. More than 22 employers and community organizations and nearly 100 individuals participated in these activities. And we connected businesses who wanted to help our clients' urgent needs and provided donations of baby supplies, food, new coats, cold weather gear, work attire, and more. The impact of these activities has been felt deeply by our staff and by the recipients of these generous donations.
I know kindness comes from the heart, and it always comes from JEVS. I cannot thank you enough for all this program has done for me. Thank you for the baby car seat and stroller, and for the diapers. You have taken a huge load off my shoulders.
It is because of the generous donations for those on the front lines of poverty that give people hope and a renewed sense that things will be okay. I cannot possibly put into words the thankfulness and appreciation from those we serve. JEVS is truly making hope happen.
JEVS was a lifeline in my life when I needed it. At various times when I found the need to find a job, JEVS has been there to guide me. Truth is, none of us knows what the future holds, and at any time, one of us might need a little help. For me, JEVS was that safety net.
As a new American, arriving in the United States 21 years ago, I know what's like to restart your life, like so many of our neighbors are now. One thing I know for sure is that when caring people come together, they impact lives and empower futures. Hope and opportunities is what we all need. Thanks to our partners, JEVS has found a way to bring some of both to our community.
Thank you so much, Sully. It is truly inspiring to see how our partners have rallied to help us meet the urgent needs of our clients. It is time to check our text to give thermometer. It is really hard to follow Melissa and Sylvia, but it is their words that stay with me and remind me why I've had a 22-year career at JEVS. And what Melissa said is true. JEVS is magical. Think of the impact your gift can make. All contributions of any size will help to support so many families in our community. And here's how your gift will help. A gift of $100 can provide 1 hour of job counseling for someone who lost their job due to the pandemic. $1,000 helps one student at Project WOW to complete their high school diploma. Or if you are feeling really inspired today by your sneak peek at Orleans Tech, a donation of $5,000 provides a scholarship to help a student like Melissa skill up and get a great job in the trades. So let's check on our thermometer and see how you are making a difference. Okay. We are currently at $1,200. Let's keep it going. Thank you so much. Let's keep these generous gifts coming. We have a way to go to reach our goal of $15,000, which will mean that at this event, we will raise a total of $300,000. So thank you. As a reminder, it is easy to do this. Send a text message to 76278. That's 76278. Type in JEVS 21. That's JEVS, JEVS 21, and hit send. You will receive a prompt to make your donation. Just follow the directions. And thank you. Now over to Brett Stutner. Brett?
Thank you, Debbie, and good afternoon, everyone. I am Brett Stutner, a partner at Odell Stutner Group, a proud member of the JEVS Foundation Board, and a very proud event sponsor of Strictly Business. Listening to Sylvia's impassioned words and seeing the faces of the children in that video, it is easy to understand why people are so intensely passionate about JEVS Human Services. I believe in JEVS because I have seen the tremendous impact of this organization firsthand. After today's event, I know that you will be passionate about JEVS as well. I am also thrilled to be standing here
at the Orleans Technical College live, and I'm even more thrilled that I have the honor of introducing a dear friend and mentor, Jay Spectre. Jay has been with JEVS for 42 years, 26 of those years serving as its CEO. I have had the privilege of knowing Jay for almost 35 of those years. This June, Jay will be retiring, but we know that he will remain an important part of JEVS community forevermore. Jay?
I want to welcome all of you in our virtual audience and thank you for joining us today. We hoped that we would be celebrating our 23rd Strictly Business in person this year, but it was not meant to be. For the past 18 months, JEVS has been doing all that we can to help our community survive and thrive during these most unusual times. Now that means focusing our resources to help those impacted by the pandemic reskill, find, and keep good jobs. For that reason, it seems especially fitting that we are streaming live from our Orleans Technical College, critical to our Get Philly Back to Work efforts. I'm speaking to you from one of our Project WOW classrooms for an important reason. This is where we help young adults learn contextualized job skills in the trades and technology and complete their high school diploma. The pandemic made disconnecting and dropping out much more likely, especially for young people who already struggle with learning or for whom in-person school is a refuge. Here on this campus and in programs across JEVS, we are paving a path to careers and opportunity. Speaking of paving a path, I want to thank both of our event sponsors, Odell Studner, along with our committed friend Brett Studner, and Aetna for your support. Thanks to you and many other generous sponsors, we have raised more than $4 million since we launched Strictly Business 22 years ago. These funds have allowed us to offer vocational programs like those we run here to thousands in our community. Thanks to our board of directors, led by Chair Lisa Washington, for their commitment to this event and to JEVS Human Services. Our board has stood by us during the last 18 challenging months, helping us to navigate uncharted waters. I'm grateful for their steady hand during these unprecedented times. I want to congratulate today's honorees, the inspiring Melissa and dynamic Ashton. You join our past 86 Strictly Business honorees and remind us why we do what we do every day at JEVS. It is true that this is my last Strictly Business as president and CEO, but I'm not saying goodbye today. There will be time for that in the coming months. When we launched Strictly Business 22 years ago, I could not have imagined that we would be holding this event all these years later. I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the remarkable team that puts this celebration together, led by Kristen Rantanen, Patricia Lewis, Nancy Astor-Fox, and Katie Shinholster. As you probably gathered from today's event, there is much work to do now to make sure that JEVS can continue to do its part as we rebound from the past 18 months. At JEVS, we say that we make hope happen, and all of us need hope like never before. For those of you who have made pledges today through our Text to Give platform, I promise that your donation will have a lasting impact. If you haven't already made a gift, it's as easy as texting JEVS21 to 76278. We need your support now more than ever. Thank you for your support of our mission. I am so grateful, and thank you for joining us today for this very special Strictly Business.
Thank you, Jay, for your dedication and leadership and for enhancing the lives of thousands and thousands of people throughout our community and families. We were not going to let this event go by today without recognizing the crucial role you have played in making a difference for so many lives over the past 42 years. Like all leaders of a team, your impact will remain long after your playing days are over. And on that note, I want to invite an old friend to say some words to our leader and quarterback.
Hello, everyone. This is Philadelphia Eagles Hall of Fame quarterback Ron Jaworski, and welcome to the 23rd annual Strictly Business event. And this is a very, very special day and a special message for JEVS President and CEO Jay Spectre. Congratulations, Jay, on your retirement after 42 years. Amazing hard work and dedicated service to JEVS. That is awesome. Congratulations. And Jay, you've achieved remarkable success, and we are here to celebrate your Hall of Fame worthy career. Yes, it is Hall of Fame worthy, Jay. You've grown this organization to a $100 million company. That's amazing. With over 1,000 employees and staff members, even more amazing. With your leadership and guidance, JEVS has helped tens of thousands of people in the greater Philadelphia area. We appreciate that hard work. People in our community deal with several life challenges, from managing addictions, finding jobs, employment training, independent living, and mental health issues. Every step of the way, JEVS has been by their side to lend a hand. Congratulations. That's awesome work helping all those people. And as CEO quarterback of my company, and of course my former team, the Eagles, I know what it takes to be a leader. And the team around you is so vital to overall success of the team. Every single person on your staff has been dedicated to a cohesive vision, helping people. And you've been a significant part of that leadership, Jay. Tremendous. From the big victories like building the Orleans Technical College campus to unnoticed victories like skiing with the JEVS Special Olympians. Those things you do when no one's watching, those are the most important ones. All in all, you've been a pleasure to work with and for, and we thank you, Jay. You've done an awesome job. Congratulations and best of luck in your retirement. And, oh, by the way, go Eagles.
Thank you, Ron, and Jay, thank you. On behalf of everyone at JEVS, we thank you for being our quarterback over the past 42 years. And like all great quarterbacks, we thought you would appreciate a little token. Now that you're part of the JEVS Hall of Fame, let me hold this up. 42 for the number of years. And hopefully, we have no doubt you will wear it proudly. And thank you again.
Thank you, Brett, and thank you for being a friend, and much more than that, a donor, a supporter of our organization for all these years. What a perfect token of appreciation. I did destroy my Wentz t-shirt, so I needed a new one. And thank goodness the Eagles won this week, so all on a good note. But it's been a wonderful run. We've left this organization in a good place to move forward with a team. It's all about teamwork. I don't make it happen. I may be the conductor of an orchestra, but it's all the people who are playing those instruments every day that makes JEVS such a wonderful place to work, and for JEVS to be such a wonderful place to make a difference in people's lives. So thank you again, Brett, and thank you all for who are watching and supporting us every day, because without you, we can't make hope happen. Thank you.
My name is Angela Lucas from JEVS Hireability. It is a pleasure to join you today to introduce our second Inspiration Award honoree, Ashton Froner. Finding success in life and success on the job are aspirations that all of us have, and young adults with disabilities like Ashton are no different from you and me. Ashton's work ethic helped him to become a valuable member of the Wawa family and earned him a shelf full of medals from the Special Olympics. This award is sponsored by Aetna, one of today's generous event sponsors. Let's meet Ashton.
Ashton is 25 years old and he has Down syndrome. We've been working really hard with him over the years to keep him active in the community and busy. He's in the Special Olympics.
Special Olympics, we have baseball, swimming, a bike, horsing, bike ride. Well, we can give ribbon, like award from there. Well, it makes me feel good. I can look happy, so I can do it. Yes.
When Ashton was growing up, I would find myself thinking, what's to come for him? Is he going to go to college? Is he going to go to a technical school? Is he going to work?
JEVS Hireability is a program that helps people with disabilities find work and go to work. And as an employment specialist, we go out into the community and talk to the employers to see if we can get our people in there.
Once we had the connection with JEVS, they would call and make the arrangements for an interview, go over, do practice interviews with Ashton, fill out the application, all of the HR paperwork, and make sure that he is able to do the job.
Kim Callahan had spoke with me about the program and how great it was, and so we brought him on board, and he's been fantastic.
Ashton's first day at Wawa, he was so excited. The job coach that was with him at that time sent me a picture of him standing next to his locker, and it just lit up the room, the smile on his face. He was so thrilled. As Ashton's parent, it would have been difficult to go to an employer and introduce him and say that Ashton has Down syndrome, would you be willing to hire them? When JEVS does that for Ashton, they go about it in a completely professional manner. So I think as the employer, they look at it as a better opportunity. It's not only setting up the interviews and employment, it's the job coaching skills as well.
I have job coach, I have Cam and Barbara to help me with anything.
Barbara's been Ashton's job coach from JEVS for quite some time. She knows how to keep him moving in a positive direction to get the task at hand done. They have a really great relationship. It makes me feel really good to know that Ashton is in good hands when he's with Barbara from JEVS.
Hey.
The customers love him. This is a very close-knit community. So as they come in, he's there. There's always conversations about how have you been. They love the fact that we support this kind of program. And, you know, it hits home to a lot of people.
Everybody has to have a purpose. Everybody has to have a reason to get up in the morning. And that JEVS has made that possible for Ashton.
2 paychecks. 2 paychecks. There you go. Do your dance, buddy. Do your dance.
Ashton working has definitely boosted his confidence and given him more self-esteem and made him proud of himself.
I'm superhero.
You're a superhero?
Yes.
When he was probably about 5 years old, there was a Wawa in Ocean City that had a young lady with Down syndrome that did the coffee bar. And I always thought, well, isn't that amazing that she's working and look what a great job she's doing. And the fact that he's doing that now is an inspiration, I hope, for other families.
I'll go spell nutrition to others.
Good afternoon. I'm Bill Farmer. I'm Director of Account Management with Aetna. Before we get started, I want to thank JEVS for including me in this event. It's, quite frankly, one of my favorite events every year. And just the hope that it brings is just so, it's just comforting to me. I want to mention that. I also want to congratulate Jay on his 42 years. I'm pleased to present this year's JEVS Strictly Business Inspiration Award to Ashton Froner, right, my new buddy, all right? Ashton, you are an inspiration. Your perseverance and your determination is truly amazing. You're an inspiration to me, and I'm sure to a number of the people that you've touched in your life. You're someone that we can all learn from. The commitment of hard work and dedication and getting stuff done. I tell my children all the time that opportunities will present themselves. It's up to them to make the best of those opportunities. And I'm impressed with what you've done with the opportunities that have been presented to you. In addition to being a valuable Wawa employee, I understand you're a successful swimmer, bicyclist and a bowler, and I learned today from your dad that you are also an accomplished horse rider, right? Whatever that term is. So,
Yes.
and you're going to be recognized later on today, right?
Yeah.
So, you've accomplished a lot, young man. Yeah. It's an inspirational to see how you have pursued your dreams. Let me just say that. And I can't wait to tell my children tonight when I get home about what you've accomplished in your life. There's so many people that take things for granted, and it's obviously you have not. You've worked hard to accomplish what you've accomplished, and you should be very proud of yourself. Thank you for being a great example for all of us. In addition to this award, and on behalf of the JEVS Foundation, I'd like to present a special gift that we hope will help you reach your next goals. All right, so that's for you, Ashton, and that's for you. All right, and I love the suit. I know you look sharp in it. All right, congratulations. Do you want to say anything or?
Well, I can say thank you. I thank you my award from JEVS. My name is Ashton. I can say thank you.
Good job, buddy.
We promised you 60 minutes of inspiration and surprises, and I hope we delivered that and so much more. Before we close, let's get a final check of our thermometer. We are at $11,500, and I was just told that we have a donor who is committed to meeting our $15,000 goal, but we still need your help. Anything and everything that you can give, we will be truly, truly appreciative. It's not too late to give. Send a text message to 76278. That's 76278. Just type in JEVS 21, JEVS 21, and hit send. You will receive a prompt to make your donation. Your gift makes it possible for the amazing JEVS staff to continue the work they've done for 80 years, now when it's needed most. Your gift helps the people we serve, like Melissa, change careers and get family-sustaining and pandemic-proof jobs. And young adults like Ashton access opportunities that some never thought possible. At this extraordinary moment in time, JEVS has stepped up to serve those most impacted by this pandemic. Now that we're ready to move forward, JEVS is prepared to provide extra support to our community. We know that for the people we serve, the hard work of rebounding and recovering lies ahead. I hope you will stand with us. I'll close by thanking all of you for your time today. I hope we have delivered on our promise to leave you inspired. I know I'm feeling inspired. Hosting Strictly Business was a bucket list to do for me. I hope you had fun. I sure did. And I thank you, JEVS, for allowing me to do this. Thanks to all of today's sponsors and honorees who helped to make today's event a success. Thanks to the Strictly Business staff team at JEVS, led by Kristen Rantanen, Patricia Lewis, Nancy Astor Fox, and Katie Shinholster. I hope you have a great afternoon, and we'll see you next year, hopefully in person, at the 24th Strictly Business. Thank you.